Today we're going to run through the evens and then I'll let you do the odds. It's a combining like term. The first unit that we have here is going to be a little bit of review before we start our new material. So combining like terms, remember what you're looking for is parts that are the same. And so when I talk about parts, in this case I'm going to be talking about variable parts. And so I am going to underline the 8n and the n, and I'm going to keep the sign with it. I'm going to put a 1 in front of that n. So that group goes together. 8n plus 1n is 9n. I'll change the color, and then I'll do the other pieces, the regular numbers. So that's minus 8, minus 10. So I'm taking away 8 and I'm taking away 10. Together I'm taking away 18. And so my final answer is 9n minus 18. So the next one is similar in that it has the letters involved, but I just want to point out the sign issue. If it's a minus, we almost treat it like it's a negative. So in that previous one, we could have written that as 9n plus negative 18, but this is the preferred. This is the preferred answer instead of having the double signs of the plus negative. But I can treat this, in number 4, I can treat this as negative 1 plus 4. Those both have a in it, so it's negative 1 plus 4. Negative 1 plus 4 is 3a. That's my final answer. You can use your calculator on this, and in fact, when we do the next ones, when we have fractions or decimals involved, you may prefer to use your calculator. But the concept is the same. I'm going to be combining the terms that are alike, and so I have m and m. And so what I'm going to punch in my calculator is 19 over 8 plus 51 over 10, and then whatever I get is going to go in front of the m. And so I'm going to grab my calculator and the fraction key on my calculator, and so I do 19 fraction 8 plus 51 fraction 10, and I will get my answer of, it shows up on mine as 7 and 19/40 m. But depending on your calculator, you might have one that your output comes in improper form, and if that's the case, then your answer would be 299 over 40 m, or it could even give it in decimal form. And if your calculator is in that mode, it would be 7.475 m. Okay, so all of those answers are acceptable, and it doesn't matter. It just depends on the calculator that you have, or if you're doing it by hand. So number 8 spices things up a little bit, where I have terms that have letters in them, 4/9 n plus 1n. And then I also have terms that have no letters in them, solid numbers, so plus 2/3 plus 1/2. So again, when I work through this, I'm going to have to do the 4/9 plus 1, and then I'll put an n after that, and then plus, I'll have to do the 2/3 plus 1/2. And again, this is where I can count on my calculator. When I do the first part, I get 1 and 4/9 n plus, and then I do the 2/3 plus the 1/2, 1 and 1/6. Remember, if you have it in improper, you could also have it written as 13/9 n plus 7/6. If you did it as decimal, it would be 1.4 repeating n plus 7.16 repeating. Again, all of those answers are acceptable. It just depends on how your calculator's output looks. So we have in mixed number form, we have in improper fraction form, and then we have in decimal form. All three of those, again, are acceptable answers. When it comes to the decimals, it's a little easy because you don't have as many options for answers, but the concept is the same. So I'm going to put the letter terms together. So I'll do 0.8 plus 8.6, get that value and stick an n after it. And then the number alone portion would be plus, and then I'll do the 0.6 minus 3.3 and get that answer. So I'll have 9.4n minus, because it's going to come out negative, 2.7. And so my final answer is in that form. So again, please take advantage of your calculator. If you have a hard time with the fraction mode, feel free to email me. But your job is to complete the odds, and then I'll have you select the correct answer on a Google form. All right, have a great day.